Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Decided to do a let's make some progress video on my newest account, Infamous Bacon. Um, Trying to see what we can do to get some overall progress. I feel like a lot of the players have pushed into the E1 to E5 range. Some of them have got E5s. I mean, I'm not definitely not competing against Wales. I really have no inclination on this account to do so. It makes no sense. But I figure progress is required nonetheless. So the top three, most of them have some form of enabled hero. Um, what are we going to do today? Or how are we going to try to at least push a little further in the PvP arena? Maybe even get some Brave Trial action. I versed my own team and it beat me. So I don't want to invest too much more of the currency there. I think it's wiser to make some upgrades. Maybe show you how I do it, which is a little bit aggressive. I don't play towards hoarding. I actually play towards progress, which a lot of people will probably go, "Oh, you should save for events and all this stuff." But who really wants to play a game maybe properly once every 3 months? Because in reality, the big events only come out once every 3 months. So you want to just hoard for 3 months and make baby steps, or you want to make strides every few months. And the big events are still always going to be there. You'll still have enough currency to do them. um, by no means do I say spend your scrolls or your profit orbs outside of event, but when you're on a newer server, it really doesn't matter as much. You kind of want to start saving after 1 month into it, and then you can kind of progress for there. But ultimately, what are we going to do to get Inoske to 10 star? And can we maybe get him higher than that? Is there room for is there room for something else? Can I get him to E1 today? I guess we'll have a look. We'll have a look and see. So at the moment, our biggest hurdle is getting Queen to 9 star. We got the 6 star puppet, which again is one of the bigger hurdles. So we need a Queen copy, and we also need I believe, one more 5 star. So we'll need to work on that first. As for Bloodblade, I mean, I do have enough copies there to make him 9 star. I do actually have enough copies to make the second 6 star that's required, but I don't have enough food copies, unfortunately, to get him across the line. We do have a Nosuke in the bag, which is cool. Again, it's how would you progress? Like, what would your strategy be in this case? How would you make your 9 star or your 10 star potentially? So it's always interesting. You want to think about it and you want to go, well, how do I get a queen copy? I know Queen is she only appears in one place, which is the guild store, and she's going to cost me 14,000 guild coins to get there, right? And everyone's like, "Oh, you shouldn't you shouldn't waste guild coins." The truth is, guild coins are so abundant now in the game that it really becomes irrelevant. And I can say that with 100% guarantee and certainty that at the end of the day, you're going to have more guild coins to know the longer you know what to do with, the longer that you play this game. And what you need to do is prioritize your first E5 heroes guild tech tree. Now, I think I've been playing this game, or this account, probably I'd say 2 weeks now, and we've already had enough to essentially make one almost one full completion of 10 each row, and then once you get to 10 here, you start working your way back around again and you maximize it. So honestly, do your guild battles. Make sure you do your damage every single day. You will get lots of guild coins from the raid. Go join a weak guild and max it out. That's my advice. Join a weak guild, farm the guild coins, then join a strong guild later on. It really doesn't matter early game what guild you're in. The problem is if you're in a strong guild early game, chances are they're going to kill the guild boss before you do. So take the selfish move, go to a weak guild, eradicate the guild boss, and then jump ship when you hit a wall that you just can't pass. That's my advice. uh, that's pretty much what I do the majority of the time. I always end up on the strongest guilds in the server by using that strategy. Um, what what would we do? What would we do now? We pull her out. We got our queen. We got the queen copy, but we're still one short. So where do we get the extra copy? We can attempt to push some further levels in tower and see how we go. But if we've already hit like that wall, I mean, Walter's a pain in the backside. Is it worthwhile throwing ourselves against there, trying to get it? Do we swap some of these out? Maybe orb for them all. Maybe use some orbs. Trying to get something there. I don't know. Maybe we can try it out. It's 3 orbs right there. Let's do that. Let's see if we can get some food copies now. Ironically, I could get a queen out of here and be like, damn, I should have saved it. But you don't plan for the what ifs, you plan for the certainties. That's my advice. So we did get some food out of there, which is nice. I don't think it's quite enough. How far out are we? No. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to the altar. And as you can see, I've got 2,000 coins there. Altar coins are irrelevant. Basically, you're going to get them from your summoning event and fooding off your heroes. So don't feel bad about it. Early game, you're not going to have enough to get the best heroes out there anyway. So we're going to get Me Gusta, and we're going to open him up, and then we're going to do this, and then all of a sudden, we didn't have a queen to 9 star. Now we do have a queen to 9 star by thinking about it from a logic perspective. Knowing what resources we have available and then actually going, okay, I can do this. I can make this shit happen. And now, obviously, we're going to want to take out both Inoske and Queen from our lineup. We can just throw them in there. I think they're in here as well, so we'll need to take them out. Throw you up there. Throw in a... Just throw in a light hero or a dark hero for that matter. So, essentially, we need to pull this guy out of the bag, and then we need to look at how are we going to make a 6 star. We got the food. We definitely have the food to get the 6 star, right? But we don't actually have the right kind of heroes, which is very annoying. So I'll go back there. Do I have anything that I can build? I don't think I can build anything. Pretty sure I'm capped out on things like that. So what do I do next? Well, that's why I always save some branch swaps. Always save your branch swaps. I generally save them for the Imp's Adventure. I always like to have some left over. But what we're going to do is we're not hunting for elite copies. We are just hunting for copies of heroes that we can build. So one Roy, okay, no worries. So we can look for some Roy's or Kristen copies. Kristen, whatever you want to call him. See what we get. Get a Mickey. Don't really want a Mickey. Storm Huddy. No. Ice Blink. I'm not sure if we've got an Ice Blink chilling there. Do I have an Ice Blink chilling there? I don't. Alright. Throw in Ice... Ooh, we'll throw in Sigmund, because chances of getting a Sigmund's pretty low. And I'm definitely not building Sigmund. There we go. Alright, so that's going to be our 6 star. And I do have some left over for the next event, which is great. So we're going to throw them in there. Feed him off. And then there we go. So I need to take this guy out of somewhere, or I locked him. I locked him. Smart move. Smart move. Locking the heroes for sure. So we're going to throw him in there. We're going to go with you, and then we're going to go 9-star. So he's a 10-star Inoske just by using the resources on hand, even though we didn't additionally have any of those. We did get the 9-star. Don't be afraid to use resources. Early game, it doesn't matter as much as you would think. Still going to run that. I will upgrade his stone, I believe, to the orange one or the yellow one, depending on what color it is. Yeah, we do get a set of those armors. Very nice. So that means we should be able to... Where is my other set of that armor? Interesting. Where did it go? I should have 2 sets of orange for him. Maybe you get another set when you hit E3. Maybe I'm overthinking that. Do I get another set when I hit E3? No, I should have another set there. Where the heck's my other one? From 9-star. That's confusing. Do you have it? You have it. Could only be one of the two. Alright, so Ormus is going to stick around. I'm going to use him, and I'm going to slowly build up a fortress team around them. We'll slot in a Russell as well, for sure. 65 relics. 65 relics is a very nice number. That means we do potentially have enough to get one more copy of Inoske, and then we can get a copy from Imp's Adventure as well. So that's an E3. The challenge is now going to be getting the food copies for both the Melassa and the Bloodblade. But those two are definitely going to be the 9-stars that I will be using. Also, I figure it is early on. I don't want more X, but I do want the gems and, well, not the gems. I want the guild coins and the basically the feathers. The feathers. Yeah, I could potentially go down the route of starting a Russell, but it's probably not wise early game. Even though I have one puppet, it's probably not going to help me out ultimately. Always remember to do your expeditions. I'm a bit lazy when it comes to doing that. You definitely need to do your expeditions and grab some hero crystal thingies. What are they called? Just do it like that. Should kill it. These things. Don't know what they're called though. I'll have to pull it out of the bag. What are they called? Void stones. Maybe that's enough to finally get... Nope, not quite. So what level do we have to be? Probably like level 10 or something to unlock that. Because you want to unlock that to get into your adventure. So make sure you're doing that daily. What else do we want to do? Inoske looks like a badass. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest for a second there. He does look like a badass. This is annoying the heck out of me. Like, game, come on. Enough with the bugs. Also, if you don't remember, I did it in the other video, but if you didn't stick around long enough to watch that, this is the best thing ever. The Timmies of the world are gonna rage. Absolutely rage. But, 4 years later, they finally decided to do the one thing that they needed to do 4 years ago. I'm proud of that. I love it. It's great. Man. Easiest fix in the world, but took them 4 years. Let's see how we go with this. I do have a Forces copy lying around, but I won't be investing too much in that. Let's see how far we can progress. Get some armor pieces. That's always nice. The real thing I'm looking for is those 5-star heroes shards. I guess we'll just... Yeah, I'm not going to bore you with doing all of that. What do I need? Let's build some other things as well. It's going to be a bit of a lengthy video, but this is how I generally make progress on accounts. We do need one more, so that's going to be annoying. So we need one more of you, and then we're going to need a bucket load to get you to 9 star. So that's potentially something we need to work on. What do we need to work on for you? Hmm. Well, the Molasco we have to keep to make her 9 star. So we're going to have to make a 6 star potentially elsewhere. Interesting. The long term plans, eh? But in saying that, it is entirely possible to use your other resources. Would I potentially use some of these to get it done? Mm, yes and no. I probably will buy the Almost copy. Not gonna lie. When I get to the point of 9 starring Almost, I will snag that copy up. Um, but outside of that, I don't need any of these heroes specifically to get the 9 star. Um, I guess we can go ahead and level this guy up a little bit more, and then we can go into HP. So after this point, I just try to pick the talent that best works for the hero that I'm building. HP is important on a Inoske, so is attack and block, and then you kind of want to build on speed. So it's probably going to cost me all my guild coins to max this guy out, but that's all right. Well, as I said, it is important for Inosuke to get as much HP as possible, and then kind of work your way around HP, attack, and then some speed, followed by skill damage is quite nice. Uh, Chewing through my guild coins, so it's very nice to have those 30k. Might roll for some stones as well, but I think I'll leave it there. Hopefully that gave you a little bit of a sneak peek in how I think about where I can get resources and how I go about making my stuff. I do this on all my accounts and progress quite aggressively. It pays off in the end, and then eventually you'll find a lull where you can start to save those resources. Yeah, hope that helps.